Hello, hello. Bear with me 1 second, guys. We're trying to see if I can get my connection onto a specific platform, but I have a feeling we're still on a platform that I was not wanting to stream on today. But give me a second, guys. Alright guys, for the time being, I'm going to just start my stream, and if we have to stop part of the way, that's something that we're going to deal with when it comes up. But for the time being, I want to just start my stream and just see how we go today. So I just want to say thank you for joining my live stream today. Guys, even if you're not watching it live and you're watching a pre-recorded version, that is all good. I just want to say welcome. And I wanted to say, what if I told you there was a way to make money on crypto features without ever placing a trade yourself? No charts, no leverage decisions, no 3 a.m. liquidations. Today I'm showing you SuperEx Copy Trading, where you pick a top performer and the system literally mirrors their every move into your account. That's going to be what we're going to look at today. But to start us off, for anyone who does not know what crypto is, I'm going to make sure you guys have a basic understanding of crypto and how to set up an account on SuperEx. Okay. Let me see if I can get to crypto in some simple terms, okay? Cryptocurrency is digital money that exists online. It isn't controlled by a bank or government. Instead, it runs on blockchain technology, which securely records transactions in a transparent way, okay? So some common examples are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDT. Bitcoin is often seen as like the digital gold, Ethereum powers applications, and USDT is a stable coin that stays close to the $1, okay? So on SuperEx, there are 3 main things you can do. First, you can deposit crypto into your account. Second, you can buy and sell crypto using your spot trading. And then third, trade price movements using features where you can leverage. And then also today, we'll be looking at our SuperEx copy trading, okay? But I'm just letting you know what the general gist on you can do on SuperEx. So a bit of a simple way of understanding the 3 main features, that's not including copy trading. So spot trading is like buying and holding an asset, while future trading is about predicting whether the price will go up and down without actually owning the coin, okay? Don't worry, we'll make sure we go through everything step by step. I just want to make sure you guys have an account if you don't already. Let me just copy this and send it through in the comments section. All right, let's see if that went through. Okay, I think that did it. Brilliant. All right, so to get started with a SuperEx account, you sign in or log in with your email, phone number, create a strong password, and verify your account through the code sent to you. Do your best to always set up a 2-factor authentication, that's a 2FA, in your settings to add that extra layer of security. Just remember, don't share your login details because we are dealing with funds as well as money. This is your hard-earned money, and the time that you are on SuperEx, you might actually be able to make something good of it. So just please, guys, don't share your passwords with anyone else, okay? Okay, so that's like just a brief overview of how to set up SuperEx, whereas today we're going to be focusing on copy trading. So to get to the page, I believe I initially went over here. So I click into futures and then click copy trading here. 1 click, copy trading, earn money together. So that's where I clicked. We can just click it again if we want to have a new page pop up. Okay, dokie. So this is the SuperEx copy trading hub. 4 things that we kind of need to know. Number 1, the top section is our dashboard, which is up here. Right now, my net investment and P&L are all 0 because I haven't started. But once you start copying, this is where you'll see your real-time profit and loss across the traders you follow, okay? Number 2, this yellow strip, you see right here, Become future lead traders and enjoy up to 10% profit sharing from copy traders. Apply now. So this is SuperEx also allows you to flip the table. So become a lead trader yourself and earn up to 10% every dollar your copiers make. We're not doing that today, but file that away for future knowledge if that's something that you want to go to, okay? All right, number 3 we have down here is the Trading Plaza. Here we go. This is the marketplace of every public lead trader on SuperEx. The buttons across the top left let you sort. So we've got copy trader P&L, P&L percentage, total P&L, AUM, copy traders, max, drawdown. Okay. You can also flip the time frame, 30 days, 7 days, whatever it is that you guys want to do. And then number 4, if you already know a specific trader's name or UID, just search them up. I personally don't have any that I have at the top of my brain that I would go search to. But if you have one that you wanted to follow, go pop their details in there and then you can bring up their details, okay? Okay, let's have a look at reading a lead trader's card. So scroll down a little bit and this is where we get to see the goods. This is every lead trader gets a card like this. And if you decide you want to do it yourself, you'll get one as well, okay? So number 1 I want you to look at, sorry, I'm like pointing because I have my 2 screens here. So each card shows you the trader's profile picture up there. It can be whatever you want it to be. Nickname and how many copy slots they have free. So 1 out of 200 means it's nearly empty and they do have room for you. Their headline P&L percentage is in green or red, and a mini P&L chart, okay? All right, and then I want you guys to have a look at this is the juicy part, the part that you really need to pay attention to. This is the 30-day P&L. 30-day copy traders P&L. That's how much money the copiers actually made, right? AUM and all the important max drawdown. So drawdowns tell you the biggest drop from a peak to throw. A trader can have plus 200% P&L, but if their drawdown is 70%, it means they almost blew up at some point. So always check the drawdown, okay? This is super important. This person's at 6%. That's a pretty good one. All right, number 3, the yellow copy trading button at the bottom of each card is 1 click to follow. But I want to show you the smartest way first. So click the trader's name and then you can open up the full details. But let's just have a look at what we see on this page here. So 6 out of 200, 7 out of 200, 3 out of 200. Ooh, okay, that one's getting a little bit lower. These guys have not done too much, but those 3 seem to be our top ones currently. But yeah, you can see this person in 30 days made $94,000. That's insanity. This one, $4,000. So currently, I want to go check out 26 Club Laolu and see what it is they are getting up to because that looks like some goody stuff. So we're going to click on copy trading to bring up the next page. So this is the traders details page, okay? All right, so I've clicked on 26 Club Laolu. All right, let's just have a read of what SuperEx is kind of telling us on this page. Remember, don't go all in. Position management is very important. Only complete for high rewards, not a winning rate. Profits and losses are at your own risk, okay? It is really good just to be grounded when we're doing anything. So if you guys are starting off, always start off small. Don't go crazy. This is something you want to understand what is actually happening and not just put everything in the bucket, okay? So I like to make sure you guys take it a little bit slow. Oh, bear with me 1 second, guys. I think I did not click on the exact page I wanted to click on. Bear with me 1 second. I meant to click on his name. There we go. I wanted to get all of his details. All right, so I've clicked on their name, and this is the page that has come up, okay? So number 1 to look at, on the top right, big yellow copy now button. That one's just up here. Remaining copy slots, 194. So we'll get there in a second. All right, number 2, these 5 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are going to tell you what we're dealing with. So days trading, 328. That's like almost a year. That's substantial. That means they've been doing this for a while. It's something that I would like to get into. All right, current number of copiers, 6 out of 200. That's basically empty and plenty of room, okay? So that means we're not going to be rushing to jump into it. There is definitely room to go. Total copy traders, 76. So in all of time, 76 people have copied them. That's not bad, actually, honestly. I've seen a couple where it was like at 0 or 2, and then I probably wouldn't be going to copy theirs. All right, closed portfolios, 0. That means they've never shut down a strategy mid-flight, okay? Profit sharing ratio, 10%. If you make money, they take 10% as a fee. I think that's totally fair. If they're doing the work and we're just copying them, I do love that they are able to make something off it. Okay, number 3, the part that I would like you to pay attention to, is the performance metrics. All right. So we've got a P&L. So it refers to the rate of return of the copy trading portfolio within a selected time frame. Theirs is at 20.44%, okay? Then if we go down to max drawdown, 6%. This refers to the maximum drawdown of the portfolio from peak to trough within the selected time frame, okay? So that's pretty solid. That means that even at the worst, they only dropped to around like 6% from peak. So let's have a look at net investment. This is how much they refers funds invested in this portfolio. USD transferred in, USDT transferred out. $55,000. Like, that's insane. That is crazy good. I do definitely want to keep my eye on this person because that's some good juju right there. Margin balance refers to the total margin balance of the current copy trading portfolio, okay? All right, notice the unrealized P&L. This one is at, that's a big number, 461,000, okay? So that's just something that we should always keep an eye on as well. I want you guys to make sure that you read every single page before you make a commitment, because these are a lot of numbers and you just want to understand. If you're unsure of what it actually means, go hover over it, and SuperEx does explain things quite clearly. So of course, profit and loss, that one doesn't need a full-on explanation, but average number of trades, 0. Last traded at, this is something for you guys to keep a note at. When would they last traded? So that was 2025. That was a while ago. So maybe that's not something that I would necessarily want to copy because it's been a while since they've traded, okay? So these are really important for you guys just to keep an eye on what is actually happening in current up-to-date numbers, okay? All right, now we're gonna go copy now, all right? So once we've clicked copy now, this is the page that comes up. This is the page that I initially clicked on beforehand, but remember, for the previous page, you click on the person's nickname / profile number, and then if you guys want to actually click copy now, you just click the big yellow button. Okay, so after clicking that button, this is the page that's going to come up. All right, I want you to have a look. Copy the trading amount. So here, this one is the first part I want you guys to have a look at. So the amount is going to be anywhere from 10 USDT to the max of 200,000. So my futures wallet only has 15 USDT available, so I would probably put in 10. Much time dedicating this trade. Remember, I don't have in, so I'm gonna be what to do it. But maybe when I'm not on a live stream, I'll actually give it a go. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look at the second part. Read this description really carefully. So the first one is open positions proportionally your available margin balance / lead traders available margin balance. margin mode will be the same as the lead traders. For example, if the lead trader uses cross margin, you will also use cross margin, okay? That makes sense. Your leverage will match the lead trader's leverage, okay? This is something that you actually have to have it. So initially you just click, 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 click. But for advanced settings, I would open it up just to have a little bit of a safety net, okay? So as you can see, take profit, stop loss, max margin per order. So it depends on what you want. My max order, I only have 15 USDT, so that's something that you'd have to take into consideration, okay? All right, so position take profit. I'm gonna put that one at 50% PNL. So meaning if my copy account gets a 50% gain on any single position, SuperEx auto closes it and locks in my win. Guys, remember, don't get greedy. Just take the money. Take the money. Once you've gotten some, we just take it and go. All right. Number 2, let's have a look at the position stop loss. Okay, I'm going to probably put that one at 30%. So if at any position is down 30%, the platform cuts it. No matter what the lead trader does, you bail. So this is your circuit breaker. Without it, a bad trader can blow up your whole account. Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure that I am safe and secure in whatever decision I make, because yes, I am trusting that this person is going to be doing what's best for both of us, but at the same time, they might have more funds to play with than me, and I want to make sure that I am safe. Okay, and then max margin per order. I would probably, if I had a little bit more, I would put in a little bit higher, but I would say my max will be 15 because that's the absolute max I have in my account. But remember, it says single transaction margin limit should not exceed investment amount. Remember, guys. So like up here, I think I'd put my investment. I hadn't actually put anything in there. So make sure that you feel safe with it, okay? And then once you're happy with all your numbers, you click copy trading at the bottom. Done. You're now going to be copying this person. What is your name again? 26 Club Lao Liu. And hey, they seem to have done really well, but the one disadvantage is that they haven't been trading since last year. So that's not something that I would probably follow through on. It's just something that I want to have a look at their numbers. They did really well last year. Maybe they've decided to take a little break for a time being. So that's something that I would then take into consideration moving forward, okay? Okie dokie. So once you guys click the copy trading, that would then be live. Remember, you don't have to do anything. That's something that SuperEx will take complete control of. And because you guys put in the advanced settings, the take profit, the stop loss, and the max margin order, that is then super important to make sure that they are going to follow through on what you want, okay? Once you have popped that all through, you can actually go view everything that you pop through. All right, once that has gone through, you will be able to go look at your history of everything and make sure that you can keep an eye on what is actually happening. But yeah, so that's kind of the gist of how to do copy trading. Let me just put some questions out there. I know we've not really had anyone come through right now, so I like to create questions that I would ask if this was my first time. So, is copy trading free? So, there's no platform fee, but the trader takes a 10% share of any profit I make. So if I lose, no fee. That's a win. So is it free? It's free to the point that the platform's not taking anything off me, but the person that I'm copying will take a percentage of my profit. I think that's a pretty good trade because remember, if you lose, you're not going to lose anything outside of what you've lost. If that makes sense. Can the trader steal my money? No. They will never get access to your wallet. Nobody gets access to your wallet. That's your wallet. They open trades in their account and then SuperEx just mirrors them into yours, right? So they don't have any access to your details. What's the minimum? 10 USDT is the start for copying minimum, and the maximum is 200,000. And remember, guys, with discretion, if this is your first time copying someone, start small. You just want to see how they're playing. Even though you've got all the stats on how their trades have gone throughout their time, it is still good to start small and just kind of see how everything goes. What if the trader stops trading? Your position is going to stay open until you close them or until their TP or TL triggers. You can also stop copying at any time. So if for some reason you've started copying and they haven't been trading, okay, for like a week, you see that nothing is actually happening. So if they have put their own TP and SL, it will stop when that happens, and then for yours as well. But the best part is that if you kind of get cold feet a little bit, you can stop it. So guys, there is no like commitment. Once you've clicked it, it's in the system. But if you've realized that's not actually for you, if you realize this person's not making the kind of funds that you kind of want to copy, then yeah, just drop out. But that's also the advantage of making sure that you have a TP and SL in place, just to make sure that you don't have to check it every single day. So you know that the system is going to listen to what your margin is for profit and loss, okay? So yeah, it's honestly as easy as that. From start to finish, let's do a quick recap of how to start it. So step one, you browse the marketplace, okay? Sort by drawdown, not just P&L. So I would go, oh, max drawdown. Then you go have a look at these guys, okay? All right, you can see a couple different numbers coming up here. So that's how I would do a big sort, just because I don't want to just be looking at P&L. All right, then we're going to go check out the reader's full detail. So let's just go into someone that we've clicked right now. Ooh, let's look at SuperEx first. Yeah, definitely not someone that I would be jumping into. So you'd look at their days trading, their drawdown, their P&L chart. You check out to see if that's someone you want. Then if that is, all the details match what you are interested in. So you go down, make sure everything's there. This guy also stopped trading as of, ooh, I think that's like what, 7 months ago? Math is not always mathing in my brain, but yeah, around 7 months ago. So that's something that I would take into consideration. And then if that's something, a person that you'd like to copy, you then go click into copy now. You choose your amount, your minimum. Always open the advanced setting. That's just make sure that you are going to be secure. Set your TP, your SL, your max margin, and then monitor weekly from my copy trading page, okay? So that is super simple. You could have done that within easily 5 minutes, and then the system takes it over for you. I do want to say start with 20 to 50 USDT and one trader for a month, okay? Just see how it actually performs in your account and not just the screenshot they showed on the marketplace. Then scale up if it actually works. If it's not working, stop it, go choose someone else. Or maybe go back to futures or go to spot trading. You can do all three if you want. Like, there are options. If you guys are feeling like it's not the right fit for you, you can definitely go change things up. You can take a little break. You can have a bit of a breather. The system is really in your favor, and they want to make sure that you're able to make some money, and if you're feeling a bit of cold feet, you can take it out. They're not trying to cheat you, okay, is the bottom line. So I just wanted to say, yeah, if you guys found like this was helpful, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask your questions away. I do always try my best to get to any questions that you guys have. Hopefully for future live streams, I can try to go on the main page. That's what we were trying to do today, but it did not work. I'm not 100% sure what happened. But yeah, I think that today was pretty good. For the connection was smooth, and I really do appreciate you guys if you do show up and are able to watch at any point. I do appreciate that. Little update on my life. I finished my show. So I think you guys remember when I first started streaming, I was memorizing my lines for the show, Beggar on Horseback. And it was such a fun show, such good people. My director was amazing. It was a good time. But I've got to say, I am so glad to be done. Because remember, this is not like paid for my shows. This is full-on community theater just for the love of performing, that everyone does it. So there is no profit. All the profit that goes from any sales, they would go back into future plays. So I will say I love community theater with my whole heart and soul, but it's always nice to have that little bit of a break again. And I believe that's the same with anything. And I think that's why, when we're going to look at all these copy traders, they take a little break. It's good. It's good to kind of like refresh your soul, refresh your mind. If you need to take a break, if something wasn't working, stop it, take a breather, and then try again. And that's a thing for pretty much everything I apply in my life. If something doesn't feel right, take a little break, see if maybe I just needed the break, and then hopefully I just needed a bit of like a refreshment on my soul, and then it is good to go. So yeah, with SuperEx, it's a great platform that is very self-explanatory. We do these live streams just to try to, if anyone has any live questions that they want to ask throughout the process, feel free to do so. But yeah, we understand that the time zone is not always most agreeable to everyone who wants to watch our live streams, and that's totally fine as well. It's a pretty good platform for beginners. I myself started only just over a month ago. Has it been 2 months now? Maybe. But yeah, it feels like it's just been around the corner, and I still have like a lot more to learn on SuperEx, but I like the gradual process that I'm feeling. Like I don't feel so overwhelmed before. Like when I first got on here, let's just go have a look. This was the first page that I went to, and I was like, okay, I got this. And then as soon as I was going into everything, so deposits are really straightforward. The one that still sometimes intimidates me a little bit is futures. But that's just because it's me and I'm a bit of a stressful cookie. But I actually think copy trading sounds like a really good thing for me, because then that's even less thought. The whole point of me doing this is I don't want to have to be taking up too much of my time and my thought going into it. So what I've loved with SuperEx is that they've made it as simple and straightforward for me as possible. So depositing is just there. Withdrawals, I've yet to withdraw my funds. I have 15 USDT currently, so I was like, let's build it up a little bit more before we get to that point. But yeah, no, I've been really enjoying the process. So for our other live streams that I've done ones on spot trading, which is definitely the best one for beginners. It's super straightforward, and I don't feel like there's as much risk involved. Futures was a little bit more intimidating, but I got there. It took me like a week or so before I started feeling a bit more comfortable, but I definitely feel like I've been able to grasp it now. And then most recently is futures copy trading. I'm really proud that this one didn't overwhelm me, because at first I was like, oh my gosh, it's something new. But this one I feel more confident with, probably because I'm a very trusting human, and I'm just going to trust that remember guys, the way that I see it, yes, people can mess up in their trades. But I like to believe that these people are looking out for themselves, right? The most important person is always yourself. And then if I just copy them, then I'm still looking out for myself as well. So, excuse me, guys. Morning cough. So yeah, I definitely think that copy trading is something that suits my personality, because I don't want to be the leader, and I personally don't think I would be a futures lead trader, just because I think I would stress too much about losing money for other people. Where I definitely could be a follower and find someone whose numbers suit something that I would be interested in. Let's have a look at hexagonal. 2 closed portfolios. All right. Ooh, this person is still, here we go. This one is probably a more valid person to follow, because their last trade was last week. There we go. This is someone who I would definitely have more interest in. Unrealized refers to the total unrealized P&L of the current copy trading portfolio. His win rate, 82%. That is something that I would be looking at. So far, you are someone that I would have more interest in following, but still not 100%. So he currently has, how many people? Remember, we have a maximum of 200 copiers, and he has 7 people copying him already. Well, it's not bad, not bad. Okay, that's definitely someone that I could see myself wanting to check out and see if that is something of interest. But yeah, so just have a scroll through everyone. Remember to use the headers here to see that you can choose what is more important to you to follow. I always just want to make sure the max drawdown is in the right percentage that I would want, and that's for me personally. But yeah, so I hope you guys were able to like gain something from this live stream. And if you guys do have questions, feel free to pop them down in the comments down below. If you guys are watching the pre-recorded video, that's okay as well. I still get to go look at those comments as well. But yeah, so I am sorry that yesterday's live stream did not follow through as we initially wanted it to. We were trying to swap between platforms and it didn't work, and then I got logged out. But yes, overall, I'm really happy that today's live stream was actually able to happen. It was not on the exact platform we wanted to, but that's all right. Hopefully, future us, we're going to be able to get it sorted in time. And yeah, I think one of my goals for a future live stream is I would like to be able to cover all 3 topics that I was talking about, spot trading, futures, and then also copy trading. I think it would be really good just to get all 3 out in the live stream and see how you guys receive it. I think it's a very important information to grasp everything, even if it is just like a quick little overview. But yeah, okay, that's all for today's live stream. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, follow if you guys are interested in our platform. I don't think I'm live streaming tomorrow. I think I'll probably live stream next weekend again. But yeah, take care, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Bye.